They knocked on the door, so I
pressed to the desk. My head throbbed, the ache spreading through my skull. Blinking didn't help clear my vision. As I lifted my head, the walls rippled, shifting like disturbed water fluid and insubstantial. They writhed and twisted, tendrils of darkness curling and unraveling. It was a room. I was sure of that much. Ugh. There was again that horrible, pulsating ache pounding in my skull. Where am I? How did I get here? Mind flooding with questions. I get up from the seat. Of course, this had to be a vivid nightmare. I must have overdone it staying up all night cramming for today's exam. I grabbed a box cutter from the desk, its blade glinting faintly among the scattered stationery. Pressing it to my palm, I made a small cut, a sharp sting. Blood beaded and trickled down. This isn't a nightmare. This is real. I rubbed my eyes, shaking my head, but the walls still twisted, and my vision remained clouded. A knock derailed my train of thought. I glanced around and vaguely made out a door in front of me, its outline barely visible as the darkness around it pulsed with every knock. And then a voice, calling out my name, a distorted symphony of shifting pitches, high, low, screeching, and guttural. It repeated, over and over, clawing into my skull. The knocking grew frantic and aggressive. Who's TH? The door flew open. A figure entered the room. Its form was humanoid but constantly in motion, just like the walls. It reached out a hand, if you could call it a hand, towards me. No. I stumbled back, bumping against the desk, knocking down a small glass bottle in the process. My heart beat hammering in my ears. My head throbbed. Each careful step the figure took toward me, driving sharp, stabbing pains deeper into my skull. I pointed the box cutter at the figure. Drop it, it said, its distorted voice rippling like static. It's dangerous. I shook my head, gripping the box cutter tighter. What the hell are you? It's okay, the voice insisted. It's going to be okay. The words didn't soothe me. They only made the fear sharper, louder. When it reached for me again, I reacted. The blade sank into its neck. The figure collapsed, its shifting form spasming on the floor. I turned to the doorway as a larger, shifting figure emerged. It saw the fallen body and charged. It hesitated just long enough for me to drive the blade into its throat. A smaller figure in the doorway, turning to flee. It might call more of these monsters. I didn't let it escape. When it was over, I slumped into the chair by the desk, trembling. Slowly, my vision began to clear. The walls solidified. I recognized this place. My room. I picked up the glass bottle I'd knocked down earlier. Antipsychotic medication turned toward the bodies. Mom? Dad?